Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So our next part for market equilibrium. Okay, government intervention in the market. Okay, government intervention in the market. So government will intervene in the market by using two types of price control. Okay, the first one is maximum price, or we call ceiling price. This is the regulation that prevent price from rising above the maximum level. The highest price that can a seller charge can be charged by the seller. Okay, so the equilibrium price, the original, or we call the market equilibrium, is at P star and the quantity is at Q star. Okay, the current situation for this product, for example, chicken, and the price of chicken, the market price of the chicken is at P star, and then the quantity equilibrium at Q star. Okay, so let's say during festive season, the price of chicken keep increase and increase and increase, and especially during festive season, so all people will tend to buy chicken, okay, to cook their dish for Hari Raya. Okay, so in order to prevent the price from increase and increase and increase, so the government implement maximum price or ceiling price. Okay, atau dalam bahasa Melayu kita panggil harga ceiling. Okay, so maximum price or ceiling price, a regulation yang telah ditetapkan oleh kerajaan lah, okay, untuk nak mengatasi masalah kenaikan harga. The government will implement ceiling price. Okay, let's say ceiling price must be below the market price lah, because our current market price is higher. Okay, harga sekarang ni terlalu mahal, so the government implement price ceiling. So let's say price ceiling, let's say market equilibrium is at RM8 per kg. So RM8 per kg of chicken. So now the government implement RM6 is the ceiling price for the chicken. Okay, so RM6 is ceiling price, harga ceiling. Okay, so this is the maximum price that the buyer can charge to that the seller can charge to the buyer. Okay, ini harga paling tinggi. So tak boleh guna harga pasaran sekarang, you need to use ceiling price lah. So the government impose a maximum price of P1. Okay, so at P1, okay, this is the equilibrium. At P1 is not at equilibrium condition, right? Still remember our first video? Okay, because why P1 is not equilibrium? Because QD is greater than QS. So there is shortcoming lah. There is a shortcoming here, or problem here, is shortage will occur. Shortage will occur, right? Okay, so there are advantages. Advantages, consumer will be charged at lower price, and it can use to control inflation. But there are also disadvantages. They also have advantages, which are shortage. Shortage will happen, unfair to the seller. So the emergence of black market, and black market will happen. Okay, pasaran gelap lah. So some seller will receive, let's say, payment from the buyer, okay, maybe above the ceiling price. Okay, maybe they receive the price above then, than ceiling price. The government said we must follow the regulation of ceiling price, but some supplier maybe after dealing to the with buyer, so they agree to pay higher price. And because the product or the goods at this period, at this situation is very, very limited. Okay, so that's why uh, tend buyer tend to pay higher price lah. Okay, but this situation happen for black market lah. Happen or we call black market lah. Okay, exploitation of the customer. Okay, right? So these are the disadvantages, and these they also have advantages. And the supplier reduce the amount offered to Q1, but demand will increase to Q2. The supplier can only supply at Q1, so the demand will increase at Q2. So that's why shortage happens. Shortage happen ni due to quantity demand lagi besar daripada quantity supply. Yang biru ni, the blue line ni, this is quantity demand. Permintaan lah. QD at Q2, QS at Q1. Jadi QD lebih besar daripada QS. Okay. So berlakulah short di pasaran, short of the stock di pasaran lah pada kawasan ni. So dia akan creating a shortage lah. Okay. Right. So government impose a maximum price of P1. So a ceiling price. Okay. Shortage happen. Advantage dia, consumer can purchase at lower price and it can control inflation. And these advantages dia, shortage happen, unfair to the seller, and the emergence of black market. And black market ni mungkin buyer yang willing nak bayar mahal sebab disebabkan barang yang kurang, jadi buyer akan dia kata prefer lah dia bayar mahal, tak apa asalkan dapat barang, contoh kan. So the emergence of black market, okay, due to demand of the consumer lah, exploitation of the customer. Okay. Okay, next we go to the second way in order to control the price. Okay, what we call the second types of price control, minimum price. Just now maximum, now minimum price, or we call floor price. Okay, regulation that prevent prices from falling below a minimum level. Yang ni pula untuk mengatasi harga supaya tidak turun terlalu rendah. Okay, so this is the lowest price that a seller can charge to the buyer lah. Okay, contoh biasanya this price control is implemented for kita kata for agriculture sector. Okay, for agriculture sector. Okay, kadang-kadang sebab apa? Sebab dia ada bermusim. Bila bermusim, dia jadi murah kan, terlalu murah. So, they will give an impact to the seller. So, ini harga terlalu murah di pasaran. Yang tadi harga terlalu mahal di pasaran. Okay, kita tengok graph. So, now we can refer to the graph. Okay, this is the original market equilibrium. Harga asal dia lah. Harga asal dia at P star. The original price is at P star. But P star ni is lowest price, harga yang murah di pasaran. Jadi how the government can help the seller? Okay, macam mana nak tolong seller sebab harga ni harga yang murah. Jadi government implement price control yang dinamakan floor price. Floor price ni dia letak harga di atas harga pasaran. Harga pasaran sekarang P star, dia letak harga at P1. So this is ini harga yang paling rendah sekarang ni yang supplier charge kepada buyer lah. Okay, so this is called minimum price. Okay, but ada problem lah, ada situation yang akan berlaku. Kalau tengok di sini, bila P1 ni ialah disequilibrium kan. Bila dia tidak equilibrium, dia akan berlaku pada masa ni QS lebih besar daripada QD. So apa yang akan berlaku? Surplus will happen. Surplus will happen. Okay, surplus apa maksud surplus? Surplus maksudnya quantity supply lagi besar daripada quantity demanded. Okay, right? So the quantity, so the government impose at minimum price at P1, Okay, the supplier increase the amount offered to Q2, but the demand drop to Q1. So it create surplus here. Okay. So advantage dia kepada producer lah, because advantage dia nak, objektif dia to protect producers. So support the producer income. Okay, it's create buffer stock. Okay, and then disadvantages dia unfair to the consumer. Okay, and then they can waste of the resources. Okay, so apa lagi, unfair to the taxpayer, tax used to buy the surplus. Okay, so dekat sini kita kata the objective dia ialah to protect the supplier. Okay, it will create unemployment contoh. Okay, so these are the objective, these are the advantages. Okay, these are the disadvantages of the minimum price of low price. Okay, so again I will repeat what are the consequences of the floor price. The number one is surplus. Okay, number two, it will protect the consumer income. Sorry, it will protect the producer income. Producer income. So the producer can protect their income by impositions of a minimum price. Okay, for agriculture producer, we always face uncertainty climate kan, uncertainty climate for the production. So now the government can protect their income. Okay, and then disadvantage, unfair to the consumer. Why unfair to the consumer? Because consumer need to pay more, okay, to get a product. Okay, so this is the application of the market equilibrium. So application in terms of price control. Okay, control so that the price will not be higher, or second one, to control from falling down. Okay, from falling down a minimum level lah, to prevent the price from falling down, and just now to prevent from rising above the maximum level. Okay, so this is what we call government intervention. Okay, now you can refer to your textbook for further explanation. So for reading, so you can refer to your textbook. Okay, so you can get a clear picture about government intervention in the market. Okay, so thank you. This is the third part for government intervention.